Hello, everyone, and welcome to round 3 of a competitive modern league with Jeskai Geist. Jeskai Geist is a mid-range aggro control deck that has elements of tempo and control and really has the ability to play both a controlling and a proactive game plan dependent upon the required situation. If you look at many of its cards, such as Lightning Bolt or Lightning Helix or even Electrolyze, these cards are almost modal in nature in this deck in that they can go to the face or clear the board of creatures as needed. Conversely, with many of the creatures in the deck, if they are on the battlefield, Cryptic Command can also be used in both a controlling and a proactive fashion. So the deck is good for people who kind of want to be a control deck but be proactive at the same time, or as I like to think of it, people who don't know what they want. Yeah. So, testing a couple spicy cards, as they say these days, Gideon of the Trials and Opt. Things are going well so far. Let's hope they continue. And I will see you guys shortly in a game.
Alright, so this hand looks pretty reasonable. We got some early interaction. A Geist. We're definitely going to keep it. Let's just hit 6 to move things along. Flooded Strand into Island. It's interesting. Could be the mirror, could be blue-white control. Here's the thing: it's definitely not a Jeskai deck. I mean, it could be, but I don't think it is because it's not very common to lead on an island. So we could be looking at Storm. We could be looking at blue-white control. We could be looking at. We could even be looking at a blue-red deck. It's hard to say. Hard to say. We just kind of really need some more information about exactly what we are playing against. Let's go ahead and play a fetch land here. Okay, double island. I'm immediately very wary of a Blue Moon deck. Like 2 island into Sulphur Falls. Yeah, that's leading on Serum Vision, Sulphur Falls, double island, fetched an island too after he'd already fetched another island. That means he's just like got tons of islands in the deck. And to me that screams Blue Moon. So I think in that case I want to just not fetch. We can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Don't have anything to float either. We'll float a white. Okay, so we are definitely playing against a like blue-red deck of some sort. This was the twin matchup was pretty good. We're going to have to be careful about how we navigate this, though, because we could really get ourselves in a very difficult situation, both because of things like Blood Moon and also the combo. So it's going to be, that's a Blood Moon. Oh, man, how rough is this? Because we really want to get a... So we could get... so I could get a... Plains here and not counter this. The fact that he is casting this with one island up, though, makes me feel like maybe he has a Dispel. It also means that there's going to be no way that he can counter our Geist next turn. So this is such a tough decision. Do we get a Plains, let it resolve, and then play Geist? I think I have to. I could get a blue. Here's the thing. If I get a blue and he counters it, then I haven't really... Then we're just totally stuck. But who plays main... It could also have main deck Spell Pierce. I'm just going to get the Plains and hope Geist is good enough. This could be a mistake. But I think I'm... I still don't know, because now like he also has... Like another Deceiver Exarch could very easily block Geist, and we don't have an answer for it. This is so hard. We can't actually counter it anyway, now that I'm thinking about it, because we can only Logic Knot for one. So that basically forces our hand to just get the Plains. It also potentially opens us up to a combo. Like if he could go land Kiki Jiki here, and then we're dead. So I think we are attacking. We have 2 red, blue, white. Let's see, what could he do here? So we could attack, and he could play another Deceiver Exarch. If he plays Deceiver Exarch, we can't Logic Knot. We could Spell Queller it, but that could just... I think I need to pass. He passed. I'm gonna pass. I think it's too risky to run our Geist into something. So he's just gonna put his Serum Visions into play. Okay, I'm just gonna let this go. I mean, put a Snapcaster Mage into play. So I could potentially kill the Deceiver Exarch and the Snapcaster Mage. I can take 2. Alright, so if he's leaving the Deceiver Exarch back to block, so I could go 1 and 1. But if he remounts the Bolt, that's unfortunate. I could also just put a Queller in play. He's got to have like a Deceiver Exarch or something to that effect. Maybe what I want to do actually is just try to Bolt and Helix the Exarch. I could also just Bolt and Helix his face. I should probably be trying to kill him. I will say that, because I can't imagine like this game going long. Like the longer this game goes, with our mana the way it is, the worse it's going to be for us. A path would be nice. That puts him at 12. Bolt, Helix. if he remands one of those, it just keeps us from killing it. But if he remands one, then that means that if he plays another Deceiver Exarch, we can definitely kill one of them. So in order to protect the Geist, I think I want to go Bolt and then Helix it. Alright, so we still have there's still a lot of problematic things. I think I'm going to pass again. Let's see what could happen here. If we attack, so Pestermite we can deal with. The problem, though, is I'm going to pass. The problem is if he has like 3 mana spell and remand, three mana spell and remand is an issue. Okay, so again, do we electrolyze or... I think actually here, I feel like I can snap Helix him. He might have a remand, but what I'm really trying to do is just like make it safe for us to attack with Geist without losing it. Because I feel like if we can hold on to the Geist, if we can hold on to the Geist, we can potentially win the game. If we lose the Geist, though, I feel like this game is lost. And I feel like the way he's playing, like he is playing in such a way that he's waiting for me to attack with the Geist. Like, if let's say he plays a Pestermite, he doesn't know what we have, but we know what we have, and right now our Electrolyze is not great. I think I'm just gonna attack with the Snapcaster Mage. I could be making a terrible mistake here, but I just don't feel very safe in my ability to. Oh, that's right. So that didn't come into play. Did it come into play tapped? There's like that new rule. Right, so he attacks with Snapcaster Mage. I could have actually. Maybe I should have been blocking with the Queller. Alright, I am going to play a Queller now. If he remands the Queller, then I feel like I can safely attack with the Geist. That's interesting. So what are we worried about? I think I can attack with the Geist now. Let's say he goes like... I attack with the Geist. He flashes in a Snapcaster Mage. I go to Electrolyze. He remands. I still have the Helix now. I think now I can attack. So now we go to Electrolyze. Actually, maybe I should lead on the Helix. Because then if he remands, I can really blow him out with the... I can get both creatures with the Electrolyze. Earlier, though, I was... Yeah, because then he doesn't have another blue either. So he has the negate. Now he's got a red up. So now we're going to electrolyze. All right, sweet. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare. Okay, so I want to click. I want this wear tear. I want the celestial purge. I obviously want the dispels. Is the Staticaster is kind of something to consider because it can team up with a bolt to kill a Deceiver Exarch, and it can also kill Pestermites, Clicks, and Snapcaster Mages. What I think we probably want less of are these. We probably don't want the Helixes quite as much. The Quellers seem less good, but they are our threats. We have 6 cards to bring in, 3 cards to take out. I don't think we can cut. We could maybe trim a path. I mean, we need these for Deceiver Exarch. He's got to be like less in on the combo, however. Maybe we trim a bolt. I could trim a couple of cryptic commands. Like, they're fine, but they can be a little clunky in the blue mirrors. I think this seems okay. Oh man, I have not had to play against like a blue combo Splinter Twin type deck in quite some time. They're kind of like nerve-wracking matchups, I feel like. Okay, so I think I have to mulligan. I mean, it's a fine hand, but we just lose to Blood Moon. I'm not sure that this is better, but I'll keep that land. We have an answer to a Blood Moon. I'm going to lead on the Colonnade. I can't imagine he's like a turn 2 Blood Moon kind of a deck. If we get turn 2 Blood Moon, like if we go Simian Spirit Guide Blood Moon, I mean, I'd be really sad. I mean, at least he did it to that and not like our planes. So if he does cast a Blood Moon here, I'm just going to shock. Then this has to get a Hollowed Fountain. So if he Blood Moons now with like Dispel backup, if that's what the game's going to be about, we can get a Hollowed Fountain, tear the Blood Moon, and then we have Dispel to back it up. Please land. Alright, that's not what I was hoping for. Getting behind on lands is a surefire way to lose. Alright, at least it's just an electrolyze. I'd rather just the electrolyze than a creature at this point. I don't want to run a Snapcaster Mage out there, but I kind of want to run a Snapcaster Mage out there. I don't have like really anything else I'm doing. And if we don't draw a land, then we're just going to have to discard something. Pestermite? Well, we can't really stop it. Sure. Okay, well now we can get a white in play, which is great. Sure, we'll trade. Our hand's looking pretty good with our dispels and our spell snares, and This is going to be Koronos. That's awful. Man, I really wish we had a Logic Knot. He's obviously got Dispel backup, but a Logic Knot would allow us to counter this and fight against it. I don't know why I'm pausing. There's really nothing I can do. Definitely going to lose this Koronos. It's unfortunate. If we would have been fine. I mean, resolving a 5-mana sorcery is not easy. We just didn't have the Logic Knot. Had we had the Logic Knot, we would have been in a good position to Logic Knot with this spell backup. But Spreading Seas are red source. He could still Blood Moon here. Yeah, I'm just going to let this happen. I'm going to try to bounce the Koronos. Not that I think it's going to be successful. Probably getting remanded. Or just straight up dispelled. Okay, so this game is probably over. Geist could do it. Just try to resolve this Geist now. Oh, I had a Spell Snare. Why did I let that happen? I kind of deserve to lose for that. If I bolt this, then we don't have double blue. I just have to take it. I have no idea what he's thinking about casting. Maybe Desolate Lighthouse. Alright, so we're not getting bolted. Do I want to go ahead and path the Deceiver Exarch now? Because we're going to have to path this stuff anyway. Like, we can't go... I don't want to go to 3. I guess we can just have to wait. Because maybe I just want to path the Snapcaster Mage. I want to path whatever does the most damage to us and blocks Geist the best. I think I'm going to path the snap here. It's probably the Blood Moon. Oh, worse. Much worse. Much, much worse. All right, well, with that, I'm going to concede. We had a chance with the Geist. Now we don't. Okay, so I guess we also did have a Celestial Purge in our deck. How's Gideon of the Trials? It's hard to cast under a Blood Moon. That's for sure. Maybe that's reason enough not to bring it in. I don't think we change anything. I think we just roll with this. Let's play first. I'm going to mulligan this hand. I'm going to keep this one. I want that Logic Knot. So we're going to draw it. And I think I'm just going to get blue, white. Snapcaster Mage on top. Snapcaster Mage is good with Opt. I think I'll take it for that reason. Another Logic Knot could be good here. Okay. I think we're Snapcaster opting. Electrolyze is kind of annoying, but could also remand our opt and bolt our snap, but none of those things seem like the end of the world. Geist is good. I'm going to keep Geist on top. And I think I'm just gonna, is it Staticaster that? Like, we're not getting Karanos yet. Made a land drop, which is nice. We're not getting Karanos yet, and it's a very attrition-y matchup. So now, even if he bolts our Staticaster, it's already killed one of his cards, so it's a nice 2-for-1 there. If he goes for the Blood Moon, then we're just going to get a island. I think we can untap, and I want to click first. Like, I'm a little bit worried about Anger of the Gods. He himself only has one blue source. Dispel, negate, Pestermite. Let's see. Dispel, negate, Pestermite. I don't think we're taking any of this. Pestermite flies, but we have a good answer to it in... Is it Staticaster? So let's attack with a click. Play Geist's Draft. So he has Dispel, negate, Pestermite, and a spell we don't know about. Darn. Wish we had another blue for the Logic Knot. Unfortunately, I don't think so he's got to Dispel, negate. Yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world. That happens. We're protected from the Pestermite with this as a Staticaster, at least for now. Do I want to kill this Deceiver Exarch? We know he has a Dispel. Oh, it doesn't matter because he's only got red mana up anyway. I think this is fine to just keep going here. Like, I don't feel too incredibly concerned. I mean, at this point, I'm considering even just countering that. I could go to the face with... yeah, like, I could think I want to count out, because right now he just has red mana. I don't even need to tap all this. For 3... I'm just going to send this bolt to the dome at the end of turn. Bolt. Nope. Like, the reason I decided was just in a position, we don't want him to fix his draws. He's in a position where he needs to find an answer to this Geist really quick, but he also needs to find an answer to this. Is it Static Caster? He's Blood Mooned and only gave himself 1 blue mana. So this is part of the game here. I guess it might not be, like, if he finds an Anger of the Gods now. Okay, sweet. Cool, okay, 3-0, not a bad way to start the league. Let's look, because we're trying to assess. Okay, how did Gideon seem? We didn't even play him there. Everything else was standard. The Opt, did we... I don't know if this means that Opt has just been kind of okay, but, like, I can't think right now of a time where I was like, you know, thank the heavens that I drew Opt. I guess we did do it with the Snapcaster Mage, and that was pretty cool. So I don't know what the right numbers are. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Opt so far, I wouldn't be surprised if Opt stays to some extent. I don't know that it'll, I don't know what the final number needs to be, but having access to at least a couple of Opt in the deck seems pretty cool. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please like, and please, if you so desire, because I desire you to, and maybe that helps, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you very much, and I will see you soon.